All right, another one.
Yeah, what up?
Nah, shit, what's up with you?
Nah, shit, bro. Just got I'm on the highway right now, man. Doing the show from the highway.
Hell yeah, show live from the highway.
I got that bad with.
Hell yeah.
Shit, yeah, man. I think we had a good show last week, man. That was a funny motherfucker. I was listening to it, like, laughing and shit.
For real, you was listening to it?
Yeah, on the way down here.
That's funny. I had to stop listening to the shows because I started feeling like I was saying some crazy shit or something. I don't know. So I just put them out now. I don't even know what I said. By the time the people hear it, I done forgot what I said. I might have changed my opinion.
This thing just be going in on the pure emotion.
Hell yeah. No, I did listen to a little bit of the show, and it was funny at the beginning, like when we was talking about All Star. You was like, nigga, All Star was weak.
That shit was weak, nigga.
Man, that shit was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. Looking back, it might have been weak. It was good because it was here. But
fuck them niggas, dog. I gotta say this, bro. What the fuck is wrong with R. Kelly, man?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him. I'm just saying, like, you asking me, nigga, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. I mean, I don't know. He like little bitches.
Nigga is fucking thick. The nigga is fucking thick in the head, man. I was thinking out for him and shit, but bro, I read the article and the girl was 13 and 16. Huh? My nigga, all this money you get, you can't buy you some old pussy? Legal pussy?
Man, I don't know.
You can't buy you no legal pussy?
I don't know. It's like a lot of the women I've been talking to lately are older anyway, so I don't really even know. I don't even know how his mind working.
Bro, I don't know. Like, some niggas having fetishes, bro. He got a sick, weird fetishes, nigga. You peeing on little girls, fucking little girls, nigga. You fucking sick. I don't give a fuck if I got molested at a young age. I'm not touching no little kid. She like, oh yeah, he was molested at a young age. Nigga, that don't give you the motherfucking right to molest somebody else.
Hell no.
Man, this nigga weird, man. I was watching Kelly Holcomb and shit, bro. He was like, that nigga when been over smell like Keith. That was a little dirty pissy nigga.
What he said? What? I couldn't even hear you or understand you.
Kelly Holcomb said that nigga was so big known for smelling like pee. He was a little dirty pissy nigga.
Man, yeah, that R. Kelly shit crazy. I really don't I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about that shit.
Hey, if y'all ain't watched Kelly Holcomb yet on his views on R. Kelly, y'all gotta watch that shit. R. Kelly a hoe ass nigga, bro. He'll run off the court, bro. And he said whenever his team lose, they'll never get off the court. So that shit funny, bro. You gotta go watch that nigga and shit. That nigga was like, he was like, I ain't taking up for him, but you go to these other countries and see what when it's legal to put grown dick in these young bitches.
Bro,
that nigga had me dying, bro. I was dying, dog.
Nah, I hear you. Yeah, R. Kelly on some bullshit right now. Or I don't know if he on some bullshit, because what I heard was like the girls like they had the tape for like 18 years, and I guess R. Kelly was paying the girl daddy, and then once he couldn't keep paying him no more, that motherfucker gave the tape to the police. So they been like blackmailing him for years.
I mean, he put his own self in that predicament, nigga. You should have been like, no, you have to stop. Bro, I didn't even fuck my little brother friends. Little bro Mikey, I didn't even fuck none of his friends. It took me a while. They 21 now, bro. I would not touch them when they was 18, 17. I don't give a fuck how thick they was. We only 3 years apart. But they was little, you know what I'm saying? My eyes, I see little kids. I don't see no grown woman. I see a little kid.
No, I agree
I
with
don't know,
that.
bro.
It's like I definitely, hey, look, I definitely agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be doing some weird shit, man. Weird shit. That's why I think they say the world ending, because motherfuckers doing all this weird shit that's unheard of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching, just not to go off topic or nothing like that, but you remember the Godfather
Yeah.
from WWF and shit?
Oh yeah. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. Yeah.
Bro. But I'm sorry to get off topic. Fuck R. Kelly, no, man. But, nigga, if you really realize, have you ever realized how much bullshit the WWF was promoting back in the day?
Yeah, my nigga used to be like, he used to come out with all the hoes, and that nigga would tell everybody light the blunt up.
Yeah,
That nigga be like, roll a fatty for this pimp daddy, fire that blunt up and say, pimpin' ain't easy. That was my nigga, dog. I love the Godfather. I fuck with the Godfather. And before the match, this nigga used to be like, now look, I'm gonna give you. He's like, I'm gonna tell you how this shit gonna go. I know this because I was watching like some of his old videos on YouTube when I seen the nigga on like the smoke box, because you know he sell weed now. He got his own weed shop. But I seen the nigga on the smoke box with Be Real, and I ended up watching some of his old clips. But this motherfucker before the match would start, he'd be like, look, I'm gonna give you two options. You can take one of these fine ass hoes for the evening, or I'm gonna kick your ass. Look, that used to be my nigga. That used to be on it back then.
Yeah, man, but look how much bullshit they was promoting. Now the shit happening, now they acting like everything wrong.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of shit I was growing up to and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I mean all that shit. I mean 50 Cent was like PIMP. That was like the biggest song in the world.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, motherfuckers doing some crazy shit nowadays, but it's been happening, my point. It's been happening. Niggas been promoting bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They used to, now that you can't make no money off of R. Kelly, now it's not funny anymore. Huh?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you seen, but I retweeted like this little white boy who rapped like NBA Youngboy, and it just go to show you like the type of influence like motherfuckers have. Like little kids is like listening to that shit and like emulating him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My thing, my type of fan, bro, is a little kid because they don't know how to lie.
Yeah.
So when little kids tell me my shit fire, like when that's why I always tell my kids to hear my music, because they be like, no, Dad, I don't like that. Or they be like, yeah, Dad, I like that. I'm not giving a fuck how I feel, just being them. You know what I'm saying? Like vibing to them, being themselves. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, what they think over there. If I go back to school and bang this, if my friends don't like it, no, my kids be like, yeah, Dad, that's the one. And no, Dad, that ain't the one. Just mix it up, say something different. You know what I'm saying? Little kids be knowing, bro. For real.
Yeah.
All that shit crazy.
Yeah, nah, but what I was saying was, like, just like the influence, like when you look at the level of influence that a motherfucker have, like, you know, NBA Youngboy, you would think he would only feed to one type of audience, but this is like some little white kid that's, you know what I'm saying, don't really even know what he's talking about, but that's all he listened to, so that's all he hears, so that's what he tries to emulate, and I just think that's crazy.
Hell yeah, that is crazy, though. You're right, though. You would think you would have only one audience. Like, man, what? Only the black motherfuckers rocking with you. But nah, man, world has changed, though. I mean, we can't have shit. Look at all the white boys taking our style. We can't even have shit. It was a time they used to talk down on us for and shit. Them niggas doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas trying to get Cartiers, and them niggas rocking, you know what I'm saying, Nikes and, you know what I'm saying, Jordaned up, and, you know what I'm saying, I ain't talking about no Team Jordans, because, you know, you always see that white person with them Team Jordans on, and they be like, yeah, I got the new J. No, bitch, you got the new A.
Exactly. It's always been like that, though, like Black History, #Black History Month. But like blacks have always been influential when you look at like culture and music. Like for instance, you know, if you look, there's a whole bunch of white rappers like Post Malone and Eminem and MGK and all them motherfuckers. You can't find no black heavy metal band. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You can't. You can only find like one black like country singer probably. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
If there's one, bro, and if there is on that type of shit, we don't even know about them because it don't intrigue us. You know what I'm saying? It's not catching our attention. We're not into that.
Right, but if you look at like Justin Timberlake and you know, Robin Thicke, these motherfuckers is making like soul music as white boys.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, as I said, we got a big influence on the world. They don't want to give us props. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say a white man did it, but you know what I'm saying? It's whatever though. You know what I'm saying? That motherfuckers is ruling this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We popping.
How about this one, bro? Since we own it, black people is the only motherfucking type of people that come in every color. Have you noticed that?
Exactly, bro. You can't, exactly. We come in all different shades, bro. You might be light skinned, or you might be dark skinned, but somewhere in between there, it's nothing. You can't say that I'm this and that, because if you mix with any part of black, you are black. They're gonna tell you like African American on your paperwork.
But you can see it. You know, you see motherfuckers that's like pale as a motherfucker, but as soon as you see him, you like, oh, he black though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, for real. Hey, you up on Shoreline Mafia?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
Oh man, they a little rap about the day and shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like SOBRDE. But they got this like white dude, but like this little white boy. I had to watch the interview because I was judging him. You know what I'm saying? I was judging him before I even got to know what he was. But he was a white boy on that bitch saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, we come in all different colors, but he's not even white, Mexican and black, I believe.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but I'm just saying like it's just you never really think of that. Like every shade you can find a black person. Like we not just dark skin.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, though, bro. By the way, happy Black History Month. I don't even think we said that on this show this month, bro.
Right, I know. What I was thinking is we should have, because I was just doing some shit because I believe her name is Gladys Knight, and she's a black woman and she made the GPS, and I use that motherfucker to go everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You said what? I didn't hear you, my boy.
I say it was this black woman. Her name is Gladys. I think it's Gladys Knight, and she made the GPS. And I use that motherfucker to go everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? It's just little things. Like I feel like everybody should go back and do like research on like.
Gladys Knight made that?
No, not Gladys Knight. Her name is Gladys. Oh, I'm sorry. I said Gladys Knight. Gladys West. Gladys West. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I said Gladys Knight. My fault. Gladys. Her name is like Gladys West. GLADYS West. And
okay.
She's one of the people that was working on and made the GPS, but she this black woman, and you never think that, but you know everybody iPhone got a GPS, and then you know everybody use one, so it's just you know you gotta get her props. Yeah. So I just wanted to shout her out real quick. I retweeted something about her, so if you on my timeline, you can go see it.
Yeah, shout her out, man. Shout out to you, man, because that's something that changed the face of the world, man.
That's what I'm saying. We using them bitches everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole bunch of shit though that you gotta like look up, like black people created, and not just the motherfucker stay on black. If you white and you listening to the show, we love white people too. Some of my best friends is white. Most of the women I date are white. Yeah. Shout out to the white people too. It's just Black History Month. We just giving us some love. Ain't nobody hating white. I truly love everybody. I honestly feel like you gotta judge people on an individual basis. You know, we want a group and fight for our people and fight for our culture, but like when you really look at it, it's like a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be like, you know.
Oh shit!
You straight?
Yeah, man. This motherfucking car driving crazy and shit, man. I almost bumped into his bitch ass. I bumped my fist into his bitch ass.
Hell yeah! Nah, what I'm saying is like we can't like expect to fight so hard for our culture, but not expect the white people to fight for theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It ain't. You can't be. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a hypocrite with this shit.
Yeah, just like we fighting for something, what we fighting for, they trying to defend. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it that way. If you want to be realistic.
Yeah. But when it comes to white and black, I just put this on my Facebook the other day. I was like, I never really see each other. The only thing I see is there's two things that, you know what I'm saying, I see is real and fake. And I say that on friends, if you don't know that, there's only real and fake. You got to know the difference. It ain't no color. It's only real and fake.
Exactly.
Either you real or you fake. Which one is you? Ain't no in between. I'm half real. I'm half fake. No, bitch. You either real or you.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that shit. That's why I say that you
I
got.
don't see no color.
That's
why
why
I
I
said.
said.
My white boys out there. Shout out to all my white boys. Matter of fact, let me shout out some of my white boys, bro.
Go ahead,
You
shout
know
them
what I'm
out.
saying? My white boy Jason Cole. You know what I'm saying? The real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I call him a real nigga because he just real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my white boys, though, man. I got a lot of white boys. I can't even think of them off top, though, but, you know what I'm saying? Some of them I ain't going to put their names out there because, you know, we do business. But, yeah, shout out to all my white boys. But Jason Cole, that's my main white boy, though, man. That's the one I fuck with head.
That's what I'm saying. We love everybody. White, black, Chinese, European, motherfucking Irish, whatever the fuck you is. Chinese, Asian, African, Hawaiian, what the fuck ever. We love everybody.
Yeah, anything, but don't think that we ain't going to up our shit, though, because we black, man. That's like us playing for the Lakers and not repping the Lakers.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what I say. Like, you got to stand up for yours first and foremost, especially when you see something wrong, because that could be you.
Exactly, bro. I think you hit it right on the nose, dog.
Hell yeah.
Like one of my biggest issues with Charlamagne, man, is he just be hating on Post Malone. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving him the full credit because he's white and he has grades. You're stereotyping him already.
Yeah, I know. And he cold, though.
Who's to say? You know, who's to say that white people didn't have grades first?
I know they.
It's just a style, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just a style. You feel me? You gotta look at the person before you judge him and shit, nigga. You should have had him come in, judge him up, and you know what I'm saying? You don't really be trying to judge. You know what I'm saying? You just be hoeing the nigga. You know, Post Malone ain't no aggressive ass nigga, bro. If I was in the room with them, I'd smack the shit out of Charlamagne.
Yeah, I know, and this shit about to sound crazy, but you know, I was on Netflix, and you know, how like you be going through Netflix just looking to see what's on there.
Yeah.
And they had this motherfucking KKK movie, and I don't know why, but I just you know how like they play for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just started watching like out of nowhere, just because I was like, I wonder what these motherfuckers is thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I wanted to know like their way of thinking. And the shit was so crazy because, like when you hear them talk, like these motherfuckers think, first they think like a race war is coming. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's what they think. Is they think like one day it's gonna be like some type of race war, and they think like they God's favorite people, and like I say, they trying to defend, like I say, the land that they have, because I don't know, it's like some crazy shit. But when they be burning the cross and shit, like if you ever seen that, like when the cross is on fire.
Yeah, bro.
Like they think
like 63 things.
They think but they think they're doing it for God. Like for them, it's like a prayer moment. It's like some weird shit. Huh? I'm not explaining it well, but they got this documentary. It's not even a documentary. It's like some dudes that's like still in the KKK, and they I don't know. They just explaining their viewpoints, and I ain't never heard like from no KKK person before. So, you know, I'm just watching this shit, just thinking. But like, they had like these meetings and shit, and like when you see like the people that's in that motherfucker, it just look like white people. Like I'm just looking at some of these people like, man, this look like motherfuckers I just walk past every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't know. And then some of them had masks on. He was saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? Teachers, doctors, one of us is and it was just crazy shit. The shit's on Netflix. But it's just crazy. Like, I don't know that people think like that. Like, God has like a favorite type of people. Like, there's so many people in the world. There's so many races and religions and all that shit. And I think like, I don't know. I just think, first of all, I don't think like God has a favorite like type of people. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you do it either.
Like, you can't put like a black person over a white person, over a Chinese person, over an African. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then most motherfuckers is coming out mixed nowadays anyway. Everybody a light baby. A light bright. You know? All these everybody light skinned now. So everybody having mixed babies. So, you know, I don't really buy that. That's what all I be saying. But that's what they fear. Like, they fighting for like that last little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, not to get all into the KKK and all type of shit like that. But you know, I'll be all over the place trying to just learn some shit, gain knowledge.
That's what it's about, though, bro. A lot of motherfuckers out here doing bad because they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? The more you know, and I'm starting to learn this now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be like, no, I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that. But you got to read up on what's going on to know, you know what I'm saying, to be on top of your game. You can't not know what's going on and still be on top of your game.
Yeah. Like, everything it's crazy now because I got to research everything now. And,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, and I'm being for real because I don't know if you heard Gunna new album.
You said what?
You heard Gunna new album?
Yeah, that shit's sweet.
He got this song on there called Richard Millie, and I didn't know what it was. I knew it was a watch, but I didn't know like who he was. And since they was going through like all that motherfucking racist shit and the designer shit and all that shit, yeah, I decided to look this motherfucker up and I just out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Because I was bumping this shit. And I was like, who is this motherfucker? Because I had to look up. Like, I found out like I ain't got nothing against nobody, but like a lot of, you know, like I started just looking up like all type of people. Like, who the fuck is Tom Ford? Who the fuck is Michael Kors? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are these people that we repping? And some of these motherfuckers is gay. And I'm like, I don't got nothing against gay people, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. No, don't say that. 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 Not especially not right. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta we love everybody over here. When you got second to nobody, we love everybody. We got no discriminations against no race, gender, religion, sexuality, none of that. Do you? Because we can't judge you because we ain't God. But, you know, everybody got their own opinion. But what I was about to say is like, if I wear a shirt that says, and there's, like I said, we ain't got nothing against him. But if Michael Kors is gay and I wear a shirt that says Michael Kors, I feel like I'm walking around with the gay man name on my shirt. And I'm not gay, so I don't know why I would do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know why I would rep the gay man. Yeah, I do.
Like, or if I was wearing a Tom Ford suit, nothing against Tom Ford, they're very nice suits. But I'm not gay, so I don't know why I wear it. And when I could get, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out who made this and where it's from and who I'm trying to support. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to support. That's all I be saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I do research all the way back. But going back to the Richard Millie, this motherfucker, he actually somebody I fuck with. He made his watch design out of a bar of soap, and this motherfucker was working for years as like trying to, and he always wanted to design watches, but he never got to the upper level. And then when he did, he came out with this crazy watch, and it's like $300,000. And but now I know what it is, and now I know who made it, and now when I bump the song, it's something different to me. You know what I'm saying?
Cause yeah, like, now it got you got a meaning to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I never thought about it like that, but I do. I have realized. Mikey used to tell me this all the time. Little bro used to tell me this all the time. Like half of them designers is gay, bro.
Yeah, no, they is. And like I say, ain't nobody trying to hate on y'all. We just saying.
And it's dope because my little brother is a fashion designer. He'll design the bag. He'll design the pic to have her looking bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, bro got a talent and a gift with that shit, and he's not gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's all
look.
that's all I was saying, and that's all I was saying. Like it just feels weird. Like this shirt, it's just a t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, how we looking at it.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like, who is we bigging up? Who is we supporting? Like, maybe it's another designer who doing something that I do like. That I'm like, man, you need some backing. You need somebody to support you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, just think about, like you said on one of the episodes, bro. Just think about if we was all rocking our own brands like Sean John and all that shit, Rockaware. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All that shit. When that shit first came out, it was popping not because of what it looked. It was sweet how it looked, but it was because our own made it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like what make motherfucking Tom Ford better than Sean John? You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody got Sean John and everybody can't get Tom Ford like you said on that last show, bro. You hit it right on the nose. That's why I go back and listen to them shows, because you be dropping some knowledge on motherfuckers and some of your points be on point, bro. Like how you do it and shit, it give me a different look on how I'm viewing this shit, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Once I get to viewing something, I don't change my stance, because I'll be like, man, I can't change my stance already. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sometimes you just gotta listen, and you know that's why I learn I'm growing that, bro, and get older and wiser, because I can learn to take and see what somebody's saying and look at their point of view, and then put it with my point of view, and then like, okay, I see where you was right, and I see where I was wrong, but this is where we clash and that type shit. You feel me?
No, I feel it.
Yeah.
It's just about putting shit in. It's about putting shit in perspective.
Yeah, put this shit in, you gotta put some shit in perspective, bro. It's deeper than just wearing shit. Shit. Like you said, you gotta know who's rocking, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, because a lot of these motherfuckers be like, this and all these gay motherfuckers and shit, but you wearing all the gay creators' clothing. You know what I'm saying? You sound like a hypocrite.
And don't even know it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we hear something and we don't even really know what we supporting, but we could find something that we like, find out where it's from, and really big that up. And that's what I've been doing lately, is just trying to find like damn, okay, I do fuck with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I can't lie though. That good shit and all that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we said on the last show though. I keep referring to the last show because we hit on so much good shit, bro. And you said so much good shit on that show, dog. Yeah, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like with the Gucci shit, you was like, what did you say about the Gucci shit? You was telling me, like, it's not like I think that they are dropping this shit in February. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not by mistake, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta read deeper into these motherfuckers and know what they like. Because what if they don't even like? Because there was a point in time motherfuckers was saying, "Oh, Tommy Hilfiger don't like black people," but now we rocking Tommy Hilfiger. And for example, my girl bought me a Tommy Hilfiger coat when she first got it. I said, "I ain't rocking that." She was like, "Oh, everybody rocking these now." I got to beating a couple motherfuckers in them. I'm like, damn, I guess what I thought was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But truthfully, it still might be the same. I still have to research it.
Hell yeah.
But like, that's one of the reasons I started wearing Tommy Hilfiger back as a kid, because they say he didn't like black people.
Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of shit like that. Like, even I find myself thinking that, like, you know, it's like you always want, like, you even like trying to figure out how I want to say this. Like, it's like when you meet like somebody, you never, or if you meet like a white person, you never really have no like second like thoughts about, like, you really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But like you always wonder if like a white person like looks at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, what's their perception of you?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a thing, like, is it okay if I like this white person? You know what I'm saying? Can I support this white person, or does he secretly hate me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you remember the motherfucker, I just saw this shit yesterday because I was watching Shut Up and Dribble on Showtime, that LeBron documentary, and like, remember the Clippers owner? When that motherfucker, like, this motherfucker, he around black people all day. He hire players. He cool as shit, or not cool as shit, but he's hiring players. He's paying players. You know, he's doing all this shit. And then as soon as motherfucking his chick come out, I don't want you to be seen with black people. Why are you bringing them to my game? This, that, or the other. And it's like, damn, like you've been around here this whole time. Like I thought you was past this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just be like you just be cautious. It'd be like, damn, can I trust this motherfucker, or is he looking at me crazy? I hope he ain't looking at me crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope we cool. You know?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
For real.
Hell yeah. I don't know about that nigga Bron though, bro.
Shit, I know. The motherfucking Lakers below 500. Actually, I just seen some, like it was a stat. Like this time, you remember that season Kobe tore his Achilles?
Yeah.
They had this same record at this point in time. And that's when Kobe went on that run and take him to the playoffs when he was like, fuck that. So we gonna see what LeBron can do.
But LeBron not focused on making the playoffs. He already said he accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, like, man, like, he don't have no winner's mentality. That's why he's not on my cover. Real fucking fuck, bro.
He's like, look at that winner mentality. I didn't like that
Yeah,
shit when LeBron said that.
Hey, you're a Laker and I fuck LeBron now. But you ain't got that dog in you like the niggas on my cover. Tom Brady lose the Super Bowl and he come back next year and win the bitch. You lose the finals and you come back the next year and lose the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, or be crying about the help that you got. Like, nah, man, do this shit with the niggas you got. Stop trying to trade your team, nigga. Get the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like me, if a nigga start at work, bro, and I'm supposed to train them, I'm going to train them to be just like me. I ain't going to train them to be underneath me. I'm going to make sure that he makes the team look good, because then that makes me look good type shit. You know what I'm saying? He makes the playoffs, and then they be like, oh, Bron did that. We don't make the playoffs. Oh, Bron's the problem.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's low key a whole bunch of problems because I was trying to defend Luke, but I watched the game one day and I don't know how this nigga was coaching. I'm gonna be honest. His rotation game is all fucked up.
His rotation, he take the hot man out. He remind me of Battle Creek Central, like when Greg Williams used to do. Take the hot man out. My nigga come in, rapping, Peter come in and get you 10, 12 off the bench. You taking him out.
You know, and I like Luke, but you got motherfucking LeBron on the team. Y'all still below 500. Like, come
but you know
on,
what
man.
though, bro? That ain't all on Luke though.
I'm not blaming. It's not just Luke. It's Luke. It's LeBron. It's Magic. It's Lonzo. It's all them niggas.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
it's everything.
Kobe, you know, when Kobe played, the first quarter was his still out quarter. Okay, I'm gonna shoot a couple. If I hit a couple, I'll keep shooting. But I'm trying to get y'all motherfuckers involved. If you motherfuckers ain't playing, I gotta turn in the top level. Nigga, I ain't about to be sitting up here wasting the whole fucking game trying to make a comeback. Nigga, I don't want a storyline. I want to win.
Man, I wish Kobe could have played with a nigga like Kuz. They would have been sweet together. Kobe and Kuz.
I wish Kobe would have had that young core. Kobe would have made all them niggas look sweet, bro.
Come on, man. We would have went to the playoffs with them. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Lonzo would have
Kobe was playing with niggas. Kobe was playing with niggas like Smush Parker. Like real niggas. Like you got Rondo out there, he don't win a chip. JaVale McGee got 2 championships. Tyson Chandler got a championship. I heard all this on Undisputed this morning if it sound the same. But I'm just telling you, all them niggas got championships. So it ain't like you just playing like Kobe was playing with Smush Parker and niggas like that.
Exactly.
When the Lakers was losing. Like he ain't having
bro, and he didn't have the only top pick he had was Andrew Bynum, and he took him 4 years to develop.
Man, come on, man. And you know how Bynum was, them knees, man.
Man, if his knees didn't go out, bro, he'd probably still be in the league right now, dominated.
Man, probably not now because of that 3-point shot.
Yeah, but he would have developed a 3-point shot. His knees would have been good enough to make him, you know what I'm saying, get up and down the court. And that would have stopped some of his games. Instead of running block to block, just from the block to the 3-point line, setting up the shoot on the trail.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That 3-point line actually is helping the big man because you ain't got to run all the way down there to the block no more. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Yeah, but it's just...
And there's not a whole bunch of big people out on the floor anymore, so you know what I'm saying? I could always create a mix-tag. This would have been perfect for Bynum. He would have been bullying some little niggas down on the post.
Hell yeah, but you know motherfuckers play so fast now. You know what I'm saying? They'll run
Yeah,
him up
he was
off the.
kind of
They'll
slow.
run his
Right,
ass
he
up
was
off the
kind of
court.
slow.
You know?
Yeah, he was kind of slow. But that would have came with years farther, and I think that he could develop if it was.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But the way it's just that transition game now is so crazy. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you remember, you remember when I hurt my knee? I thought I'd never be the same again.
For real.
You know, remember I couldn't even move that bitch. I lost speed. That was one of the top fastest guys in my class, bro. That knee injury made me lose speed, bro. I didn't get speed back to my 11th grade year in high school, bro.
Yeah, no,
So,
the injury is serious.
And that happened when I was in like the second, third grade when I did that to my knee.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shows you, you know what I'm saying? The time and shit, bro.
No, I feel you on
Time
that
and
shit.
shit. Shit be crazy though, man. The game has changed, man. I'm mad my niggas Zion didn't play against Syracuse yesterday, dog. Or Saturday, I believe they played on Saturday. They still came out with the win, though.
Yeah, they did. That nigga, whatchamacallit, Sweet.
Who, RJ Barrett?
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Yeah. You know they gonna probably be top 2 picks.
Yeah, y'all like him, Barrett. He's sweet. He's sweet.
Yeah, I like him too. It seems like a lot of Canadian players coming over and been dominated, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal Murray and it's just been a couple of them. My nigga,
Cause them niggas coach basketball the way we used to coach it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
bro.
Kobe be talking about that shit on 2K. Like, them European players is the one. That's why Luka Doncic go over here killing niggas like that. Cause they still, like, if you live in America, like, nigga, you playing AAU and shooting threes right now. Like, that's all you doing. But if you over there in motherfucking Europe and all them other places, them motherfuckers do dribbling drills, then they do passing drills, then they do shooting drills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly,
Like
bro. You're right.
Then they running plays. Like, they not just trying to be Steph Curry.
Exactly. Hey, when I was coaching basketball, I saw my kids would come sit their ass on the bench, they shot a 3. I mean, we want layups and in the paint. You ain't no goddamn Steph Curry. Sit your ass down.
Look at Luka and motherfucking Joker out here killing niggas every night. Joker number 2 in the West.
Bro, it ain't athletic at all.
What? But got the sweetest vision. He right behind Brown when it come to passing, bro.
Who? Joker?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that over the hand pass he made yesterday?
Man, come on, man. I be watching all his. Go look up some of his highlights. He got one where he threw it like behind his head. And I wasn't like no look behind his head. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he did yesterday, bro. That's what he did yesterday, dog. He was posting up. He didn't receive Gary Harris cut. He threw it behind his head. Long story short, they got a 3-pointer out saying he didn't get the assist, but he made the play.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, they got real game. Like quietly, like they just don't be getting like the coverage and shit. But if you ever watch them play, these niggas be hooping. I done seen Luka step back on James Harden and everything.
Man, he got what? Hey, after James Harden, his step back might be the most crucial.
And now they got Porzingis over there too. You know Porzingis like that too. Big as hell, can shoot the 3 like how Dirk used to be.
Hey, yeah, you right though, bro. This game, motherfuckers, is fundamentally foul. But that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's like, you know what I'm saying, when you go play open gym against like a white boy or something, and he come on the court and you just, oh yeah, I'm just about to use my athletic ability, but he's killing you the whole game, and you like, how? You know what I'm saying? He can't dribble, he can't take you to the rack, but he get a layup.
Man,
he get a 3-pointer, you know what I'm saying?
Me and Joe, you remember Joe Morton, that white guy used to hang out with?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. That motherfucker, we used to call him Pal. Me and him in 2-on-2, nigga, we was undefeated. We used to be killing niggas on the court. That motherfucker had a jumper. That was my guy.
Yeah.
That was my guy. We was sweet as fuck.
Bro.
We was beating everybody out there. We used to go to the court with the chains on it. That was my partner all times, man. They used to be like, nigga, you Pal. Look, niggas used to call him Pal because that motherfucker used to have that shot over his head, but it would go in all the time. I'd always just drive and dish it to him, let him get open. bounce pass or something like that, or either lay it up. Nigga, we was killing niggas in 2-on-2. I remember that. It was like, I remember that. We used to play AJ and them. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, did you see what happened with the Syracuse coach?
Yeah, I know. I think he got off though.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that, but man, that's a.
I thought it was fucked up when he was coaching though. I don't think he should have coached. Like, you should have more respect for the family. You don't kill somebody and then go out there and start coaching the game. I wasn't feeling that.
But in his defense, though, that's like us, bro. We go do some stuff. We hit the studio and make some music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not. It's, I feel you on that, but to me, it's like a respect for like the family thing. Like, if you
family, like, yeah, I feel
you be like, I'm
ain't nothing happen and shit.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, you're not gonna be out there celebrating if the team wins and all this. Like, you should be like, I'm not gonna take part in this because such and such passed. I'm gonna, sit this one out, let the guys do it, and have respect for the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that, but I do you gotta admit too, bro, because that could kill him. You know what I'm saying? It could be a 2-for-1 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I just feel like once you kill somebody, like, to me, like, just the look of it, like, to kill somebody and then to show up coaching the game.
But then I watched his press conference too, bro. He didn't make it about him. He made it about the guy. Man, RIP to that guy. I don't know his name and stuff. I think it's like Ramirez, probably Ramirez. So RIP to him, man. In this press conference, he did make it about dog, though, man. He didn't. He was like, "This ain't nothing."
No. Trust me. I like Jim Boeheim. Like, I like Syracuse and them. Melo went there when he was sweet. But I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It just felt wrong to me. Like, I got the update, like, on my phone when it said he was going to coach. And I was like, damn, you about to go out there and coach? Because it's a big game. Like, it's on TV. You know what I'm saying? People got to see that. Like, they don't want to see you.
Yeah, what I didn't like, bro.
See you on the sideline.
I didn't like the crowd. I didn't like the crowd giving them a standing ovation. Like, y'all clapping and applauding them for killing somebody.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan
of that. I wasn't a fan of that. Like, that's the only thing I felt like was wrong. Like, something out of y'all clapping and shit. But if that was a black man, nothing against Boeheim, because I like Boeheim too. But if that was a black man, it would have been all hell. They would have had so much shit to say about that man.
Shit, yeah, they probably would have made him sit out. They probably would have told him to sit out. The school would have asked him to sit this one out.
You know what I'm saying? The school would have made him sit out. It would have been all type of shit. He probably wouldn't have coached again for the rest of the season. Oh, we got to see what's going to happen legally. You know how they try to play us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit. I was like, y'all clapping for this man? He killed somebody. Accident or not. Like, what is we promoting here? There should have been a moment of silence when he came out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I ain't got no problem with Jim Boeheim though. I feel what you saying though, but I ain't got no problems with him though. So it's just
I love him as a coach. I think he's one of the top 5 coaches in NCAA right now.
Yeah, I compare all the motherfucking NCAA coaches to like mob families.
Yeah.
The Calipari's, the Izzos, motherfucking who else? Patino.
John Dion.
You got the Boeheim family. You got the motherfucking Coach K. What's Coach Krzyzewski family? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking.
Right.
They all like I just look at them all like little mob families.
Roy Williams.
Motherfucking the Williams family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roy Williams and them over there, and then they all come together. Coach K, Calipari, motherfucking who coached the Blue Jays? Kansas City or Kansas?
Bill Self.
You got the Self and them. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers like some little mafia niggas.
Yeah.
At least that's what they look like to me. That's how I always seen this shit. Like, this shit is like some little mob shit. These like some little mob families. Like, which family you want to join? You want to come to Michigan State? Tom Izzo?
You're right though, bro. Fuck Tom Izzo. It's all about John Beeline, man. I can't stand it. They beat our ass.
Side, nah, you tripping. Izzo's my guy. Shouts to Izzo. Shouts to Izzo, Calipari, Self, all of them.
Shout out to John Beeline and Michigan.
Coach K. Yep, shouts to Michigan coach. Shout out to all the coaches, man. We want some tickets to the game. We want to do the show live from the game, you know?
live from the game.
With an interview with the coach after.
Man. On another note, though, bro.
The winning coach, that is.
My boy Melly got another charge.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm starting to question everything.
Man, me too, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
I'm trying to figure out, like, where all these motherfuckers, like, how they making, like, how all these murder rappers getting famous. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's starting to feel like they pushing too many of these motherfuckers out. It's like how everybody killing somebody and these motherfuckers getting on. Like, something got to be going on behind the scenes, bro.
I know, but I was like,
I don't want to start like no conspiracy. I don't even want to go through all the names, but it'd be like a whole bunch of like rap niggas, like they be hot, and then it be you find out like, yeah, this nigga really charged with murder, and it's like, what? And then all that, it's just like it's a whole bunch of them now, and it's like, I guess that's the new way to get on, catch a motherfucking body.
Man, hell no, that ain't the way to get on, nigga.
I agree. I'm just saying, like, it's a whole bunch. I don't want to start naming all the names. Just look up some of these niggas and look up some of their rap sheets. You'd be like, goodness. You be like, what? Like, these little, not the old niggas. I'm talking about like the young niggas. It's like the little niggas coming up. Like, take these niggas in jail for murder. Like, they not playing. Like, these little niggas is clapping niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple niggas in jail for murder. And it's like, how did these niggas get hot on this shit?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, that's crazy though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you think of like the Illuminati real and shit. I don't be thinking that shit real, but I think it's real, bro.
I don't know if like the Illuminati and shit is real, but I think like I don't even want to say what I think, but it's some motherfuckers, you know, with a lot of money that tries to keep shit in order. But the key is not to motherfucking try to disrupt that. Like, a lot of people hate that and want to disrupt it. The key is to try to get involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Try to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Not try to, like, I hear like a lot about like the system. Like, I don't know if you pay attention to like politics and shit. Like the Democratic Party is going towards like some like socialism, but you don't want that. Anytime you hear some shit like that, like socialism, you don't want that, because all that means is more government regulations. You want it as less government regulation as possible. You want to be able to make as much money as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You never want nobody to put a salary cap on what you allow to make in America. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's what like motherfuckers is trying to do. Like, I be just trying to tell, like, when you start hearing that, you don't want that shit. Like, so, you know, all them Democrats running for president, y'all need to cut that socialism shit out. We not putting no salary cap on people's money, because this is what you got to understand. And then they'd be like, you know, well, you got to tax. Like, when you tax, like, okay, say like a motherfucker's a billionaire, right?
Right.
He's a billionaire, so he's employing people. He's the one who makes the wages. He's the one who gives the jobs. So if you say, well, we're going to tax him. Okay, fine. You can tax him. So you raise his taxes up. But you know what happens as soon as you start taking money from him? What he's going to do? He going to fire people. People going to get laid off. Then you know what's going to happen? He going to start taking money away from people as much as they make. You know, they wages. It's going to start taking from wages. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what motherfuckers don't understand when you try to disrupt the system. The key is not that. The key is to motherfucking join that and build off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't want no nigga putting no salary cap over what I can make. Shit.
Well, nah. Well, that's what they be talking about, because they got this girl, and I love her, you know, because she's so beautiful, you know. That you know AOC, you seen her? She's I think she's in Congress. She's from like New York. She's like this Mexican. She's like this little Latina lady, and she be pushing like this Green New Deal, and stuff like that. But what she want to do is, like, when she want to start, like, taking, like, say you make $10 million, right?
Right.
And then, like, they want to start, like, taking, like, 70% of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
So what they want to start doing is hurting people for being successful. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you do that, you ain't never going to have no more black millionaires or billionaires. You know what I'm saying? Like, you taking away the chance from our whole community to grow wealth, while the people that already have wealth, even if they start taking a little bit from it, they're still able to keep what they already have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they already up anyway, so it doesn't matter. You don't need that. You just need opportunity. It's equal opportunity, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, people got to work. Your shit can blow tomorrow the way the system is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of race, and it's a lot of this, and it's a lot of that. But if you hot, you hot. You know what I'm saying? And when if you hot, you hot. And when you hot, they got to pay you. And that's the way you want the system. You want a capitalism society, so you got free will. You don't want government regulations. And, you know, a lot of shit sound good. And I'm not trying to, you know, diminish now. I just be trying to tell people, like, the way it is right now, we got an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We got an opportunity to motherfucking get rich like nowhere else in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that shit beautiful. And that's just the way we want to keep it. Like, we don't want no salary cap on the money. We don't want no government regulations. We just want the opportunity for our shit to be heard, seen, and what happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? Do what you made with it. And that's the way I like this shit, so. You know, why I say so, you know, ALC, I love her, you know, but I'm just saying, like, she got to chill, you know, when she pushing these crazy, you know, shit she be on, because she be on some wild shit. But, you know, we love, it's like the black thing. Like, we act like we got to support them. But if your policy is on some bullshit, you know, I can't just be behind you.
Exactly. I'm not just supporting anything.
You know what I'm saying?
So you listening.
Exactly. That's all I be saying. Like, everybody still pay attention. Like, you know, you know, we know we hate Trump, but don't put some bullshit and fuck up everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you want it, you know, we mad at the motherfuckers who got the most, so we trying to take from them instead of build our own.
Exactly. Motherfuckers can be on, like you said, bro. Motherfuckers can be on.
Like, we got to stop, like, looking for handouts. It's like we so mad about them being up on us that we want to take from them and force them to give, but we got to incentivize motherfuckers to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give people free things because then they feel like they don't have to work. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I be saying. Bro, that's what I say. That's what I say about the black community and shit. The difference between the white community and the black community. Kids are working at a young age. They teaching their kids how to they teaching their kids how to build on houses and do all this shit. So all we get taught is how to hustle, how to shoot a basketball, pick up a football and shit. But we ain't getting taught.
Not only that. But guess what, bro? Go into the motherfucking gas station. Who owns the gas station? Probably some Indian man, right?
Right.
That Indian man, when he leave that gas station, he don't go to the hood. He drives and he goes off into a nice house, right?
Exactly.
No kids that live in the hood ever walk around the hood and say, I want to own this gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, like you don't even think about. This spot is right here in your community. And you know what I'm saying? They making money off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? All these little mom and pop stores. You go to the fucking liquor store in the hood, it's probably owned by Habib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right though. Habib, you run that bitch.
Exactly. So why ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not even putting up stuff in our own place. Nobody's going to say, man, I want to own a store. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm trying to buy this gas station. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. Just like, that's why I always talk about how if you really want to do something, you got to read. But the reason why nobody thinks that is because none of our shit looks nice. You know what I'm saying? None of our shit is presentable. Like, and like I said before, that's not by design, bro. Listen. Here we go. This is where we about to get deep. Check it out. When this all this land before anything was built here, nothing was here. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Nothing. It was just nothing. Now, if you go, when they started building these beautiful buildings. They built this beautiful city. They took their time. They built beautiful homes, and they made sure it was luxurious. At some point, they stopped worrying about it being so nice, and they started throwing up some buildings. They just start, you get to the end, and then they say, okay, we're going to keep this. Black people, y'all take the hood. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's no design, or it's no mistake why our communities look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like we was dealt like a bad hand, like from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't have as many and all this. Like they gave us like the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's motherfuckers like everybody runs in the house and gets a room, and then it's like, damn, black people last, y'all motherfuckers get the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what has to happen is our communities have to be rebuilt and to look presentable. Our homes have to start looking presentable. Like when you in the suburbs and you in the hood, like you can tell it's like a quick switch. You know what I'm saying? How you Ryan, it's nice. Then all of a sudden, boom, you switch and it's like, okay, I'm in the hood now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then we gotta start calling our shit the hood, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the inner cities of America and all that stuff has to get built up, and stuff like that make people feel like they don't have to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole issue with black people is we grow up in an environment where we don't have anything, so we feel like we have to make it to this environment where they have everything, which is what you see in the suburbs and like white culture. Where if we like built up our own, it's like you got a hoopty, right? You can go buy a Benz, or you can motherfucking get new seats in the car, get new rims for the car. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. And you could trick out your car, like Pimp My Ride. And then now your shit is fly. That's what has to happen in the inner cities. People have to rebuild the hood. They have to rebuild the stores that is broke down. They got to rebuild the homes that's burnt down, clean up the roads, clean up the schools. Once you do that and you make it look presentable, when kids grow up in that environment, they don't feel like they have to go anywhere because they already have everything. Right now they feel like they don't got nothing.
Right. You're right, though. You just got to make it look presentable. Yeah, you got to make the shit look presentable. You're right. That's why a lot of kids feel they got to go here, because they haven't got it in some shit. But if they can have it in their own neighborhood or whatever,
right,
it'll be a different story.
Right,
I feel you on that.
Right, you want a nice house. You got to go uptown. A nigga moves to uptown, you be like, oh, you think he too good? He moved to uptown. But if you had a nice house in the hood, you wouldn't have to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Kids ain't never been to college, or will never ever see a college, bro. Besides KCC, the community college, but we took our kids to Michigan. You know, I mean, it's no telling what that type of experience would do for that kid like them. I just see Michigan. They got an indoor football field. They got this. They got that. They got two that I want to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I ain't had nobody take me to school, so I didn't give a fuck about the I didn't know the school. But they were telling me go to get some money.
Hold on, bro. But you breaking up. We had technical difficulties. I couldn't even hear you for a second.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I would have had a chance to go to the UFM as a kid, I would have went to school, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about school because I was focused on trying to get some money, but nobody told me that going to school get you the big bills, you know what I'm saying? Nobody told me that it's got to get it right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting in the opportunity that some of the other kids be having and go to college this year, get a career and don't have to work as hard. You know?
Mm-hmm. No, I feel you.
So, like, yeah. Yeah. If you don't know, man, you listening to the 220 podcast. I'm one of those. I can't wait. That's my best team. Glad to have a good shoot by the hungry. Keep rocking with us. It's only going to get better.
Yeah. No. We love and appreciate it. Thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to be back. I mean, we might, now that we really can do it whenever we want. We might be back this week. We might be back next week. A whole bunch of shit break. We be back.
Yeah. We'll be back. Hey, bro, you heard Robert Kraft?
Yeah, no, I was just looking. I wanted to touch on that shit. First of all, ain't nothing wrong with Robert Kraft, a billionaire. Ain't nothing wrong with him buying pussy. Okay? Now, the only problem in this thing is to show y'all that we really do have emotions. The only problem in this thing is if there were women that were being forced to sell themselves, that weren't doing it, on their own consent. If they were being forced and some type of trafficking, some type of shit like that, then that's bad, But if he's just at the spot and he pays a bitch, whatever, then y'all just trying to sour his name. And he's the, you notice his is the only name that came out, right?
Right.
Why you think that is?
Because he's the man with the most money. And he started fucking with Meek Mill.
Man, come on, man. They got this billionaire out here fucking with black people, rocking diamond chains. You know what I'm saying? With our culture. He on stage dancing with Cardi B. Meek Mill shouting him out at All-Star Weekend. All this type of stuff. And then they drop some shit on him and say, well, now he involved in this. So every time you see motherfucking Robert Kraft with a black guy, they gonna be like, yeah, but they probably doing some pimping shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna look the same. It ain't gonna look like here's a billionaire team owner with this young African-American entrepreneur who's on his way up. And this, that, now it looks
actually
like...
doing some good shit, trying to reform this, you know what I'm saying? He's doing a reform type shit. Like, it ain't like he helping some bullshit. He's trying to help people that, you know what I'm saying, that citizens... Listen,
bro. That's what I'm saying. He's helping with prison reform. And then the police department brings charges against him. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They got him on tape, this, that, or the other. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Shit could be a setup. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Anything, bro. They do sting opera. I'm not saying that he probably was just go to the spot and, you know what I'm saying, get some massage and then tries to hit the chick, for a couple dollars, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they're being forced against their will, it's a problem. If these if these women are just out here trying to sell, trying to make a living, people have to do what they have to do. If it's illegal, where you at, move to Las Vegas. But I think it's illegal, but you gotta move like Reno and have all license, all type of whatever. Do whatever you have to do to get it done. Do your research. But my point is, motherfucking Robert Kraft they just using his name. They're not calling out. They say we got a case with all these people, but the only person we gonna name is Robert Kraft, and we got him on video. So like I said, he the only one. Until they drop another motherfucking name of somebody famous out this motherfucker, I'm made to believe they didn't like the fact that they seen him out there supporting black people, supporting prison reform, rocking these chains. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely don't like that.
And it was like, yo, if you gonna be out there doing that, we gotta at least put something on you. So it's like, they hanging out with the billionaire, but they hanging out with the billionaire that's soliciting sex. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically buying pussy. That's why I keep saying that. That's what it is. That's what he did. If you don't know what he did, he went to a massage parlor and he tried to get a happy ending. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And he went there I guess he went before the AFC game. I guess he was stressed out. You know what I'm saying? He was probably nervous. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was nervous before the AFC game.
So what, man? There's a lot of people out here paying for pussy.
That's what I'm saying.
She buy a bottle and a blunt with the bitch. You paid for some pussy. I don't care how you look at it. It'll be for you, whatever. You doing all that shit, you paying for pussy. Either way it goes, you take some bitch out to eat. You doing something, hit that pussy.
That's one thing I was saying too. It's like it's real crimes out here versus a motherfucker paying for sex. But if you is Robert Kraft and we gonna criticize you, you know, you don't pay a bitch no cash outright. You know, you better buy her something indirectly, like you was just saying. You know, take her on a date, take her to the movies, you get her a purse, get her some shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you don't pay a bitch outright, but I don't know what happened.
You know
I haven't
what,
seen
bro?
the
I
text.
think you know what I'm saying? What if he was intoxicated, wasn't improved, you know what I'm saying? Just talking shit. When they talk shit, because I didn't tell the bitch like, yeah, bitch, I'll pay for that pussy. What's up? Drunk and shit. Now I'm really meaning it. I'm just drunk. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, trying to have a good time.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I ain't never said no shit like that, but I feel you.
Nah, bro, I get to talk some shit.
Hey, look, this nigga like, said I'll pay for it. What's up?
Nigga, I pull out cuz. And the reason I do that, bro, because I proved the point to my niggas. Like, I was telling them, like, nigga, money will change at this time, bro. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I done hollered at bitches, and then I'll pull out a Yankee, and then next time they see you, they be like, hey, why you ain't never hit me back again? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the point I was trying to make. Like, if you pull out that Yankee, the bitch gonna fuck.
Hell yeah.
Bitch won't party. You know what I'm saying? The bitch, he probably was like, offered her his limit, and she was like, nah, I need more of you. You know what I'm saying? But for your old ass, and he was like, no, the bitch probably went to go report. I felt sexual harassed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that's how that shit went down in all them places. I ain't never went to no massage parlor, but I thought at the end, like, the bitches jack you off or something. I thought that was like part of the thing. I honestly thought that was part of the thing. I thought that's what they do at those places.
Hell no, nigga, I ain't never heard no shit like that, but shit, I be trying to know shit. My game's so good, I ain't gonna have to offer the bitch shit. I just gotta look hard to them. Greg gonna be in her head.
I'm just bad. For real, I thought it was some shit. I thought it was some shit like that. I might be tripping. I gotta do some research. For real, like it's like in Chinatown or some shit they do that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this nigga wildin'. But you know, I'm so lying though, because remember that one movie First Sunday?
Man, I know.
And he was like whispering in my ear. Mordecai.
I'm telling you, bro, some shit like that. They be doing
hey,
that.
you ain't lying though, bro. You was thinking that stuff to 50 hard, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro. It might be in another country or something, dog, but it's some shit like that. You go to the massage parlor, and after you get a massage, the bitches jack you off. That's the truth. It's like, I don't know where it's from, but they got some place like that. It's called.
Hey, bro. On that note, man, we gonna have to end the show. My phone gonna die on us.
Man. Hey, look. All right, there you go. Motherfucker, we call that the... I don't even want to say it. I had a joke, but that shit sounded mad homo, no homo, so we gonna chill.
Hell yeah, you already know what it is, man. It's a 220 podcast. Wavy 220.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man.
You know what I'm saying? Come check us out, man. We on Audio Mac, we on SoundCloud. Wavy World still out on iTunes, on my major platforms, so spook that, do all that shit, man. We are everywhere, man. It's only going up, man. So rocking with it. And you damn rocking with us. We rocking with you.
And that's always, man. I'm gonna drop this one probably like tomorrow afternoon, so be ready, be on the lookout. 220 podcast.
Be on the lookout. The winner's mentality coming real soon.
Man, go get that old friend and go get that motherfucking State of the Union and go get that Wavy World.
And go listen to the last episode, man. Last episode was lit too, man.
Go listen to all the motherfucking
like
episodes. Go listen to all the episodes. If you miss one, go listen to motherfucking Perfect Dark. Go listen to the Mike G the longest one. That shit's funny.
Oh yeah, that shit is funny.
Go listen to the gun control episode too.
Hell yeah.
Go listen to everything, motherfucker. You know what it is. 220 podcast. I'm out. Fuck with me, bro.
I'm out.
Yep.
I got you. I hit you up, bro.
Alright.
Alright.